Hello and welcome with me, Puja Awasthi, to the week. Today we have with us a very special guest, Devshekhar Vishnu Das G, who is a spiritual leader and a spokesperson for ISKCON. With all the news about ISKCON and Bangladesh, there has been a lot of misinformation in the air as well. We make an attempt to clear from the ISKCON spokesperson where matters stand currently. Welcome to the week, Vishnu Das Ji.
Thank you. Thank you for giving this opportunity to present our picture and also to present the fact as it is. Yeah, thank you.
So, as I understand, you're a spokesperson for ISKCON, right?
Yes. I'm part of ISKCON Communication India, and also I'm project director for ISKCON Ayodhya. So yeah, apart from that, I am a spiritual leader who have been preaching the message of Bhagavad Gita through various medium, online medium and offline medium as well. Yeah.
Right. So, Chinmoy Das G, was he involved in any kind of activity which can be deemed as sedition? But before that, the more important question is, was Chinmoy Das G a part of ISKCON? Did ISKCON wash its hands of him when the trouble started, or was he not a part of ISKCON?
So first of all, just to clarify, because a kind of a false narrative is been peddled all across the media. Chinmay Das was initially part of ISKCON, but he parted away with ISKCON 6 months back, and he started his own organization. So you know, ISKCON is a movement which is there in almost 110 countries, and it have more than 1,000 centers all across the world. And we do have different kind of devotees who are associating with ISKCON per se. So there are devotees who are full time in form of saffron robes. They are called as brahmacharis, and then there are householders as well, and then we have sannyasis who are mostly initiating gurus. So as I told, Chinmay Krishnadas was initially a brahmachari associated with ISKCON, but later on he parted away and then he started his own organization. So this was the first answer. Second question, can you repeat so that I could not recollect? Yeah.
I asked if ISKCON had washed away its hands from one of its own after the trouble started.
So as I told that that we did not wash away our hand. We are only responsible for the devotees who are part of our esteemed society, which is internationally well acclaimed as a peace-loving society, and who are meant to follow the law of land. We did not wash away because he was no longer part of our organization, so we cannot either question or nor we can say anything about what he wants to do. So we don't have any locus standi on any of his way because he's an independent citizen of an independent country. So he has his own ways and means to do things. But having said that, whatever is happening, we will request the government to or any individual per se should be given a fair trial or fair understanding, or he should also be we should also be synced rather than we speculate on what was his agenda all about.
So, this parting with ISKCON, which you said happened about 6 months ago, was this an amicable parting?
See, it was, there was no problem per se, and any individual because full-time devotees are there who are full-time monks, and we don't force any specific. We do have rules and regulations, and based on that, a devotee have to conduct. But if an individual always have a independence, what he wants to do. So he just parted away and he started his own.
Under the code of conduct that the ISKCON operates, is there any place for sedition in whichever way it might be defined in a country's laws?
Yeah. See, ISKCON is, as I told, that ISKCON is present in over 110 countries, and we have around thousands of centers wherein we are preaching the message of Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and not only that, we are also, we are in various kind of humanitarian activities as well. During COVID, as you all are aware, that we serve lakhs of meals per day all across the world. And as far as we are concerned, being an international society, which is into a propagating mission of Krishna consciousness on the knowledge base of Bhagavad Gita. We tend to follow, and we do follow the law of land, and we are a peace loving citizen, and we ensure that whatever rules and regulation which is defined by the land of law, we follow that. And as I said in Bhagavad Gita, yadada achiti shrestha tatra devato jana sayat pramam kurte lokas anvartate, that we just try to be a good citizen, and being a good citizen is a way through which we can impress the people in general. And also we are not representing any normal institution. We are representing an institution which is very well known. So we don't I mean we have never ever in the history we have got into any kind of situation wherein we have raised our voice against any national law. So we are a political organization, and our only sole focus is to propagate Krishna consciousness based on teaching of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. He's our founder Acharya, and that's it. Yeah.
So, you do say that you follow the law of the land, and Chinmoy Das G has not been a part of the organization for the last 6 months. But the fact of him being a Hindu and once upon a time being associated with your organization, has ISKCON done anything to him, or has he reached out to ISKCON in any manner for help?
So we have to understand, that not only Chinmay Krishna Das or any other minority in any of the country, or any people in general, should be given protection, and the law should ensure that everybody is given a fair trial. And we are not seeking justice only for an individual. We are seeking justice for all the people in general, all the masses in general. And the majority government should ensure that every religious organization, be it Christian, be it Sikh, or in any religious institution, should be given a space for practicing their own beliefs and beliefs. And if there is any problem, the law I mean the land I mean the law enforcement authority should take the necessary action, and that's all. Yeah.
But has he reached out to you in any form for help? You, I mean the organization.
Since he parted away, we do not have any communication whatsoever with him, because once he is no longer with us, so we don't have any obligation on him.
What is the scale of your operation in Bangladesh?
So we have over 140 centers, and we have thousands of devotees, and congregation is in few lakhs. And we as I told, that we are following the Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition, wherein we are preaching this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam to people, the Hindu people in general in Bangladesh. And also we have 5,000 around 5,000 centers, which is meant for congregational devotees. So 140 above is the temples, and rest 5,000 are the centers.
And have you ever had gotten into any skirmishes with the government of Bangladesh till date?
Uh, Government of Bangladesh have been favorable to us all across, and they have ensured that uh, we can follow whatever traditions we are following. So we have always got help from the government. So till now we have not faced any kind of problem from the government side or law enforcement authorities.
Yet your bank accounts have been seized?
Yes, ISKCON's bank account has been freezed, and few, or not all of them, few of them have been freeze. But there are also some individuals, because and there are also some accounts which are freeze for individual, not specific to ISKCON per se, but there are trust which is, there are some trust which is into book publishing and all. So that account is freeze, not all of the centers account, because ISKCON, each center, they run individually, and they don't have any transactional dealing. So one or two here and there have been freeze, but not specific to ISKCON temple per se. Yeah.
And has ISKCON been given any reason for the freezing of these accounts?
We have not received any reason whatsoever why. The government authorities, they have not given any reason per se.
Right. And currently, operations in Bangladesh are uninterrupted, or you've had to modify them in some manner?
No, there is no interruption whatsoever. So we are free and fair to follow our customs and beliefs which we are following, and everything is going on smoothly. Our Mangalati program, our Bhagavatam classes, everything is going on smoothly. Our food distribution, which is our key element of our organization, that we distribute free foods. Everything is going on smoothly. So there is no changes whatsoever in any kind of uh, the setup which we were in.
Right, you have said that you have always received support from the government of Bangladesh. However, as far as terrorists go, have there been instances where ISKCON has been targeted in the past?
There are always some radical elements which can create problem. So I cannot say that instances did not happen, but few instances happened when the radical elements try to target uh, the temples. But as far as I mean, the law of land, acted, and the government acted, and then they caught these perpetrators and they were taken to justice.
Right. So, among the many rumors we hear is that one ISKCON might shut down operations in Bangladesh. Is that true?
It's very laughable, when somebody says that SCON is going to shut the operation. So we are not a, private limited company wherein we are into business. So we are a preaching movement. We propagate the message of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. So centers, as I told, all the temples, all the centers, all the devotees, they are doing their sadhana, they are chanting their japa, they're reading Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam and all, and they are also, whatever humanitarian activities we have been doing of large, we are continuing to do that. So we are not going to. It's not that we are going to shut anything. Rather, the mission will, yeah, it will move ahead further in a positive direction.
Right. Besides this, what are the other rumors, myths, misinformation that you would like to address on our platform today?
Yes, so actually, it's not the media which is creating rumor. There are people who are, peddling false news, and then media is simply trying to bring it on forum. But there are people who are telling that ISKCON is a terrorist organization. I mean, that is not correct. We're not a terrorist organization, but we are an organization which reforms terrorists into a saner persons. And there are rumors that Chinmoy Das is head of ISKCON Bangladesh, so that is also false information. That, as I have clarified it at the outset itself, that he was part of ISKCON, but he have parted away to create his own organization, and then, as you told, that shutting of operations, and also this is also rumors. So I mean, I would request people in general and media also to always take information from reliable sources, rather than information which are not verified, because if the information is not verified, it only creates a chaos, and then people in general get they get they feel they feel I mean, across anywhere, they feel bad. And also these create a problem and tension as well across the nation as well. So we should be very careful what is being said and what is being reported, and also we should verify what is being said and who is saying that. So that is also very important.
Is it true that for the safety of those who are part of the ISKCON movement, they've been asked not to sport the tilak in Bangladesh to keep their identity hidden?
This is also false information. So, if somebody is saying, if it's a false claim whatsoever, and our devotees are wearing tilak, or devotees are wearing saffron robes, or devotees are wearing kanthi, and they are doing morning programs. They are doing all the programs at the temple. The temples are running smooth. So there is nothing like that. Where devotees are hiding their tilak and hiding their kanthi, washing off their tilak, not wearing saffron robes and all. This is utterly false information. There is no basis on this.
Right. Recently, we heard that a lawyer who had come forward to defend Chinmoy Das, he was roughed up. But some sections of the media say that he was not actually a lawyer for Chinmoy Das. What is your information on that?
Yeah, so my information is that, so there was an incident wherein a lawyer was roughed up, but he was not related to the issue of Chinmay Das. So that is totally false information wherein it was said. I mean, some incident happened wherein a lawyer was roughed up, but that was not related to Chinmoy Das case.
Right. So as I understand, what you are saying is that the government of Bangladesh has never been on against ISKCON in any which manner, and that currently your programs are on as they were previously, and that Chinmoy Das has not reached out to you in any which way. And as of now, ISKCON is not doing anything to help him because he's not reached out to you and he's part of a different organization now. Right.
Yes, yes. I mean, yes, that's totally correct. Yes. So we are not facing any problem from the government, nor our operations have hampered in any way. Operations in the sense, we are temple, we are a preaching mission. So over 140 centers we have. So none of them have ceased their operations. Everything's running on smooth. And being a law-abiding citizen, the devotees are not bothered about any. I mean, since they are not doing anything problematic, so they are not bothered about whatsoever is going on. So there is no problem whatsoever from anywhere.
Finally, my question to you is that should Hindus around the world have any cause to be concerned for Hindus in Bangladesh?
So this is an open-ended question, and it differs on person to person. So, as it says, the birds of same feather flocks together. So, being compassionate or being concerned about a fellow person who's following Sanatan Vedic custom is normal, and it also shows that people are not. People are well aware in today's social media age. So having concern is all right, but that concern should not lead someone to blaspheme someone or create a problem. So concern is valid, and concern should be raised through proper forums, and one should be aware that any kind of misinformation, any part of the world, will have a repercussion in itself. So we should be concerned, and we should seek information, and we should, even if we have to seek support, I mean, we have to go to the government authorities, because each country is an independent country in itself, and they have their own law, they have own procedures, and no country will want to have a chaos kind of situation in their own homeland. So we have to also understand that law is also acting. So being concerned is one thing, and then praying from we can pray for them, and or if we have more concern, we can take a proper channel to voice our concern. But overtly reacting might create a repercussion and might create a friction in society. So that should be avoided at all cost.
Just one point of clarification. You said law is taking its course. So currently, is there any present member of ISKCON in Bangladesh against whom some action is being taken?
None from our end. None from our end. So
I mean, from the government end, the government is
so
taking it.
government have not taken any action against any of our members, because we are not involved in any kind of activities which is against the law of land. So what we do appeal to the government of Bangladesh as such is that, regardless, regardless whoever it is, if and I mean, whether it's somebody following a Vedic religion or some other religion whatsoever, so the government should ensure that any person, all the citizens in general, and the people of minority community in general, should not be treated unfairly, and hopefully they should get a fair trial. Yeah.
Right, and I would just like to tell our viewers here that Vishnu Das Ji, whatever responses he's given, they have been vetted at various levels in India and also in Bangladesh, so that this information is most accurate and without any kind of hyperbole or lies. This is the position with ISKCON currently and with ISKCON in Bangladesh.